Hey beautifuls, so welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. I would love to hear from you. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me again. For those who have gifted me with super thanks or any extra love, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. So we're going to do this as a collective symbolic reading, okay? Please keep an open mind. Only take what resonates with you psychologically, emotionally, symbolically, and let the rest go. This is not fortune-telling. This is the card speaking as a mirror. A symbol, a story. And wow, the first card we have is the Knight of Coins. Okay. Right away, this is not messy energy. This is not someone just rushing in because they are bored, lonely, or curious. No, this is someone who's been sitting with the thought of you. Slowly, quietly, privately. And the thing is, they may look calm on the outside, but inside this desire has been growing roots. That's what the Knight of Coins does. It doesn't just want, it studies, it waits, it prepares, it imagines the real-life version. And with this topic, dying to seduce you, they are not only imagining passion, they are imagining you in their clothes, their shirt, their hoodie, their sweater. Something oversized, something that carries their scent, something that says you're comfortable with them now. And wait, because this is interesting. The Knight of Coins is domestic desire. This is someone imagining you doing small things that feel way too intimate to them. Making coffee, walking through the kitchen, folding laundry, fixing the bed, standing there in their shirt like you belong in their space. And that image does something to them. It makes them feel like, oh my gosh, this is not just attraction. This is home. This is safety. This is routine. This is, I want them here when I come back. I want them in my space. I want their things mixed with mine. This person may be very practical, may be reserved, maybe not the loudest one in the room. But their fantasies about you are very specific. They want to provide. They want to protect. They want to earn access to the soft, private version of you. And that is why they are moving slowly. Because they don't just want to seduce you. They want to keep you. And that is why this Tower card is so interesting here. Because normally, when people see the Tower, they think chaos. They think destruction. They think something falling apart. But in this reading, with the Knight of Coins before it, this does not feel like someone trying to wreck your peace. No. This feels like someone whose walls are being shaken by how much they want you in their real life. And that is different. Because this person may have built a whole identity around being steady, being controlled, being practical, being the one who does not need too much, the one who can handle things, the one who does not get swept away. But then they picture you in their clothes, and suddenly, that calm little structure inside of them starts cracking. Not in a bad way, in a revealing way. Because the Tower is showing that this fantasy exposes something they cannot hide from themselves anymore. They want access. They want closeness. They want the private version of love. The version nobody claps for. The version nobody sees. You wearing their hoodie is not just cute to them. It feels like permission. Like, okay, you're comfortable with me. Okay, you trust me enough to relax. Okay, you're not just passing through. And for this person, that hits hard. Because they may be used to attraction. They may be used to people flirting. They may even be used to wanting someone from a distance. But this is softer. This is scarier. This is, I want to see you in the morning. I want to see you when you're not trying. I want to see you when your guard is down. And with black tourmaline on this card, there is also this protective feeling. Like, they don't just want to pull you into their world. They want to make that world feel safe for you. They want you to feel protected there, grounded there. Like you can put your phone down, like you can breathe, like you don't have to perform. And that is why the simple wifey or hubby stuff is doing more to them than anything obvious. Because obvious seduction is one thing. But you standing in their kitchen, half asleep, wearing something of theirs, maybe making coffee, maybe fixing the blanket on the couch, maybe asking where they keep something. That would ruin them a little, in the sweetest way, because it feels real. And I'm telling you, beautifuls, there is something vulnerable about this. There is something very exposed about how badly they want that ordinary closeness. And now with this Ace of Wands coming out reversed, clear quartz energy, this is very telling. Because upright, the Ace of Wands is that spark, that pull, that heat, that first rush of, oh, I want them. But reversed? This person is trying to contain it. That's the thing. They are not unaffected. They are not just calmly thinking, yeah, they're cute, yeah, I like them. No, this is someone who may be holding back the visible fire because the fire is actually stronger than they expected. And listen, this is why the domestic part feels so seductive to them. Because flirtation, they can manage that. A look, a little tension, a little chemistry. They can act normal through that. But picturing you relaxed around them, sleepy hair, bare feet, casual clothes, maybe one of their shirts hanging off your shoulder. Maybe you reaching into the fridge like you already know where things are. Maybe you leaning against the counter, not trying to be sexy, not trying to do anything, just existing. That gets under their skin. Because it is not performance, it is trust. And trust, to this person, is intimate. It is intimate when you are comfortable enough to be unguarded. It is intimate when you do not feel like you have to sit perfectly, speak perfectly, look perfect, or prove anything. And with clear quartz here, it feels like this fantasy makes everything very clear to them. Almost too clear. Like, wait, why am I reacting so strongly to the thought of them making breakfast? Why am I thinking about them walking around my place? Why does the idea of them wearing my hoodie feel more intense than something obvious? Because their body may want you, yes, but their heart is also asking for access, emotional access, daily access, quiet access, the kind where you know how they take their coffee, where they know what you like to eat, where you can sit on the couch together and nobody has to fill the silence. That is what is turning this person inside out. Not just the idea of touching you. The idea of you feeling safe enough to stay close. And because the Ace of Wands is reversed, they may be playing it cool. They may be acting like this is all under control. But beautifuls, it is not as under control as it looks. They may be walking around like they are busy, like they have things handled, like their mind is on work, responsibilities, money, plans, whatever they have to take care of. But with this Knight of Swords reversed, copper energy, I'm telling you, their thoughts are not as organized as they want them to be. Because upright, the Knight of Swords can be direct, fast, bold. It says what it wants. It charges forward. But reversed, this is someone swallowing words, holding back reactions, trying not to say too much too soon, trying not to reveal how intense the thoughts actually are. And that is where the surprise comes in. Because on the outside, they may seem calm, maybe even a little detached sometimes, maybe mature, maybe practical, maybe like they are not pressed. But internally, there is this private intensity. There is this quiet, territorial feeling that gets stirred up when they imagine you in their clothes. Not in a shallow way, not in a controlling way, no. This is more like the thought of their shirt on your body feels like an emotional imprint. Like, that is mine, but not in a possessive, fat, loud, messy way. More like, that is someone I want close. That is someone I want wrapped in my world. That is someone I want feeling safe with me. And with copper here, there is this magnetic pull. Something about your softness conducts feeling through them. It is like the image travels straight into the body. The sleeves covering your hands, the fabric sitting loose on you, the neckline slipping just enough for them to notice, the thought of you smelling like them, or their scent staying on you after you leave. That would stay in their mind. And they may not say that, because Knight of Swords reversed is not always speaking clearly. Sometimes this is someone who wants to say, you look good in that. but what they really mean is, I like seeing you belong here. They may want to tease you. They may want to act casual. They may say something simple like, you can keep it, or that looks better on you anyway. But underneath that, there is so much more happening. Because the clothing is not just clothing in this reading. It is closeness. It is scent. It is comfort. It is permission. It is you choosing to be inside their space without needing to run. And I feel like that is what gets them. Not just that you look attractive, but that you might feel safe enough to choose their space. But here's where it gets deeper, because this fantasy is also showing what they are afraid to ask you directly. And with the devil reversed here, amethyst energy, that question becomes even louder. Because underneath all of this desire, underneath the image of you in their clothes, underneath the heat, there is one very simple question. Would you stay? That's it. Would you stay if they opened the door all the way? Would you stay if you saw the real routine? The real mess? The real habits? The real softness? The real them? Because the devil reversed is interesting here. This is not someone wanting to trap you. This is not someone wanting something toxic or heavy or controlling. No. This feels like someone trying to be very aware of their own intensity. Like, I want this, but I don't want to overwhelm them. I want them close, but I don't want to make them feel cornered. I want to pull them into my world, but I need to know they want to be there too. And that is why they may move slowly. Again, Knight of Coins. Slow does not always mean cold. Slow does not always mean unsure. Sometimes slow means, I am trying to make sure I have something real to offer before I ask you to come closer. They don't want to scare you. They don't want to rush the door open. They don't want to say something too serious and then watch you step back. Because for some of them, this fantasy feels almost too intimate to admit. Like, how do I tell this person that I don't just think about kissing them? I think about them brushing their teeth at my sink. I think about them asking where the cups are. I think about them leaving their shoes by the door. I think about them falling asleep in my clothes and waking up like they belong there. And with amethyst, there is this emotional sobering. This person knows desire can become strong. They know longing can become consuming. So they may be trying to keep their mind clear, trying to not project too much, trying to not assume, trying to not get lost in the fantasy. But beautifuls, they keep imagining you inside that door anyway. They keep picturing you in that private space. And the part they are afraid to ask is, if I show you where I really live, not just physically, but emotionally, would you want to make yourself comfortable there? Because the next layer is showing exactly what kind of wifey or hubby stuff overwhelms them the most. And with the 10 of Wands here, aquamarine energy, this is giving me something very specific. Because the 10 of Wands can speak about responsibility, carrying things, handling the day-to-day, taking care of what needs to be done. And in this reading, that is exactly where their mind goes. Not just, oh, you look good. No. It is, what would it be like to share the weight of life with you? What would it be like to come home and see you doing something normal, something simple, something that says, we are in this little world together. They may imagine you cooking in their shirt. Not dressed up, not performing. Just moving around the kitchen like you know where everything is. They may imagine you stealing their hoodie and they pretend to complain, but really, they like it. They like seeing you wrapped in something that belongs to them. They may imagine you sitting on the couch with your legs folded under you, choosing a movie, asking them what they want to watch, but already knowing what they are going to say. And that does something to them. Because it feels lived in. It does not feel temporary. It does not feel like someone visiting for a moment and then disappearing. It feels like a rhythm, a routine, a little life. And with this 10 of Wands, I feel like they may imagine the two of you doing things that other people would not even find exciting. Laundry, dishes, tidying up, fixing the pillows, taking out food, looking for matching socks, leaving a cup on the nightstand, brushing past each other in the hallway and not even needing to say anything. And that is the part that overwhelms them. Because for this person, those small things are not small. They are signs. They are signs that you are comfortable, that you are present, that you are not just there for the beautiful moments, but also the ordinary ones. And aquamarine brings this soft, soothing feeling, like they imagine you calming the pressure of their life without even trying. Maybe they are used to carrying a lot. Maybe they are used to being the strong one, the responsible one, the one who keeps going. So the thought of you being there, in their clothes, doing something simple, feels like relief, like, I don't have to carry everything alone. And beautifuls, that is why this fantasy is deeper than it sounds. Their heart is quietly rehearsing commitment. Because the thing that seduces them most may not be you trying to look attractive. It may be you acting like you already belong. And with the Four of Wands here, dendritic agate energy, this is exactly what I mean. Because the Four of Wands is not just chemistry. It is home energy. It is shared space. It is comfort. It is, you can come in and take your shoes off, you know? This person is not only reacting to how you look. They are not only reacting to attraction, or tension, or the obvious pull between you. What really undoes them is the idea of you fitting into their world like you belong there. Like you already know where to sit. Like you already know which cabinet has the mugs. Like you know where they keep the coffee. And maybe you make it before they even ask. That kind of thing. It sounds so simple, but to this person, it is not simple. It is deeply intimate. Because Four of Wands is the doorway, the home, the little celebration of being safe somewhere. And with dendritic agate, this feels like roots growing in a place. Slow roots, quiet roots, something natural. So they may imagine showing you their routine, where they put their keys, which side of the bed they sleep on, what they wear after a shower, how they move around when they are tired, how they relax after work, what they do when nobody is watching. And they want you in that, not as a guest who has to be entertained. As someone who belongs there, that is the difference. They do not want to feel like they have to perform for you all the time either. They want that mutual comfort. You in their clothes, them in their natural state. Both of you just existing in the same space. And beautifuls, that is why this can scare them a little. Because this is not a moment. This is not just come closer. This is future energy. This is, what would it feel like if you stayed for the weekend? What would it feel like if your charger was already plugged in by the bed? What would it feel like if your favorite drink was in the fridge? What would it feel like if your clothes were mixed with theirs? And the Four of Wands says, that image brings them peace, but it also exposes how much they want. Because wanting someone physically is one thing. Wanting someone in your home, in your habits, in your routines, in the quiet little corners of your life, that is different. That is real. And that is why, when they think about seducing you, it's not just about pulling you closer. It's about making you want to stay. And with death here, jet energy, this makes so much sense. Because this is not death in a scary way. No, this is the old way of wanting someone being transformed. This is the part of them that may have once thought seduction was about saying the right thing, looking the right way, creating tension, making a move. But with you, it becomes different. It becomes quieter, more real, more serious. Like, how do I make them feel safe enough to stay? How do I make them feel comfortable enough to come back? How do I show them, not just tell them, that there is room for them here? And that is very Knight of Coins. Because this person's seduction style may not be loud. It may not be dramatic. It may not come through a big confession right away. It may come through care, practical care. They may want to feed you, ask if you ate, hand you something warm to wear. Notice when you are cold. Remember what drink you like. Remember what side of the couch you sit on. Remember the little things you mention once. And then act like it was nothing when they bring it back up later. But it is not nothing. That is how they show devotion. And with death here, I feel like being around you changes what they thought they wanted. Because maybe at first, they thought this was just attraction, just chemistry, just, I want them. But then the fantasy started changing. It became, I want to take care of them. I want to make space for them. I want them to feel like they can rely on me in small ways. And beautifuls, that is a very different kind of desire. That is not chasing. That is building. That is, let me clear a drawer. Let me keep your favorite snack here. Let me fix that thing you said was bothering you. Let me make sure you get home safe. Let me be useful in your life. And with Jet, there is this deep, protective, absorbing energy. Like they want to take some of the weight off of you. They may fantasize about you leaning on them a little. Not because you are weak. No, because it gives them purpose. It makes them feel trusted. It makes them feel chosen. And I'm telling you, there may be a part of this person that already sees you as someone they could build a life around. Even if they have not said that out loud. And with this 9 of Wands reversed, Azurite energy, this is where the emotion gets very strong. Because the 9 of Wands upright can be someone guarded, defensive, tired, still standing but not fully open. But reversed, this is that wall softening. This is someone realizing, I cannot keep pretending this is only physical. I cannot keep acting like this is just a little attraction. I cannot keep looking at them and thinking, no, this does not mean anything. Because it does. This is not random. This is not casual in their spirit. The fantasy of you in their clothes, doing wifey or hubby things, is really a picture of partnership. It is shared space, it is loyalty, it is emotional merging in the smallest, quietest ways. Keys on the counter, shoes by the door, a shared blanket on the couch. Your cup beside theirs. Their clothes mixed with yours. Your scent on their pillow. Their hoodie somehow becoming your hoodie. And with Azurite here, there is this mental clarity coming in. Like they are seeing something they may have tried not to see before. They may not have the words, but their energy is saying, I want this to feel mutual. I want them to choose me too. I want to come home and know they are there, or know they want to be there. And beautifuls, that is why the desire feels so strong, because it is touching their need for home. Not just a house, not just a bed, not just attraction. Home. The kind where someone knows your little habits. The kind where you laugh in the kitchen over something silly. The kind where the evening gets quiet and nobody feels awkward. The kind where morning routines start blending together without anyone having to announce it. And that is what they are craving with you. They may imagine you walking around after a shower in something of theirs. They may imagine handing you a towel, making room for your things, watching you get comfortable, watching you become part of the rhythm. And it hits them because it feels like a future. Not a fantasy that disappears when the mood changes. A future. That is why they are not only dying to seduce you, they are dying to be chosen back. They are dying to know that if they open that soft, private place inside of them, you would not just visit it. You would want to stay there. And now the reading is bringing this back to you, because this says something very specific about your energy. And with this 3 of Wands reversed, Aura Quartz energy, what it says about your energy is that you do not just inspire wanting, you inspire arrival. Because upright, the 3 of Wands can be waiting, looking ahead, imagining what could happen next, watching something from a distance. But reversed, this feels like someone no longer wanting to keep you in the future, no longer wanting to keep this as one day, maybe, eventually, when the timing is perfect. No, this is someone feeling the pull of, I want this closer, I want this here, I want this in my real life. And that is because your energy feels very comforting to them, but also very magnetic, soft but not weak, warm but not boring, sensual but not only physical. You have this way for whoever this resonates with of making the ordinary feel intimate, and that is rare. Because some people can create excitement. Some people can create chemistry. Some people can create tension. But your energy creates a feeling of home. And that is what this person keeps circling back to. The Knight of Coins showed us that from the beginning. This is not someone who is just thinking about a quick spark. This is someone imagining the steady version, the real version, the everyday version. You in their clothes, you in their kitchen, you on their couch, you asking where something is, you laughing at something small, you being comfortable enough to not perform. And beautifuls, that is the whole message. They are drawn to your sensuality, yes. They are drawn to the way you would look in their shirt, their hoodie, their sweater, absolutely. But what stays with them is not just the image. It is what the image means. It means trust. It means closeness. It means you choosing their space. It means their life having room for you, and you actually wanting to be there. And with Aura Quartz, there is this glow around it. Like the fantasy feels beautiful to them, because it softens something inside of them. It makes them believe in warmth again, in routine, in partnership, in being wanted back in a way that is simple, steady, and real. So take this only if it resonates, but this person does not just want to see you in their clothes. They want to know what it feels like to have you in their life.